Pretty Little Liars, summer school has come to an end, and while many questions that popped up over the course of the season were answered in the finale, the last episode didn't address everything, and also created new mysteries. The ending of Pretty Little Liars, summer school revealed Bloody Rose's identity as Mrs. Langsbury. But the real shock was that she wasn't the mastermind behind Season 2's murders and the taunting of the liars. Instead, Wes, Tabby and Christian's boss at the Orpheum, utilized Mrs. Langsbury/Bloody Rose and Spooky Spaghetti to make the ultimate horror movie. Wes thought he couldn't break into the film business because he was a white man, and he had been resentful of Tabby when she experienced success. Consequently, Wes wanted to make the perfect horror movie by actually murdering people, while Mrs. Langsbury wanted revenge for her son's death and hated Tabby and Imogen because they told the truth about Chip. Wes and Mrs. Langsbury's interests aligned, resulting in Bloody Rose and The Reckoning. Tabby got the last laugh, though, when she became the final girl of Pretty Little Liars, Summer School. Nevertheless, several questions still remain after the finale. How did Archie survive and escape prison? The Pretty Little Liars, Summer School finale ended with Archie killing Dr. Sullivan. Although Pretty Little Liars, Summer School's ending wrapped up the Bloody Rose storyline, the writers left viewers hanging by bringing Archie Waters, aka A, back. The news reported that Archie died during a prison riot earlier in the episode. However, that was ultimately a misdirection. The audience and Dr. Sullivan later learned that Archie had somehow survived and escaped prison, and his reign of terror was far from over. Archie paid a visit to Dr. Sullivan in her office and stabbed her to death while she begged him to tell her the truth about her son's death. If, and when, Pretty Little Liars returns with Season 3, the upcoming episodes must explain how Archie is alive and out of prison. But given how Summer School ended, fans don't have to worry about getting answers. As Dr. Sullivan explained, the bogeyman never dies. Imogen, Tabby, Farron, Mouse, and Noah will seemingly never be able to escape A's torment, as he will certainly target them next, maybe after dealing with those who used his mother's likeness to make a horror movie. But how Archie faked his death and slipped through the prison's walls will remain a mystery until Season 3. After Tabby took down 3 spooky spaghetti goons in the woods, Wes tracked her down to Bloody Rose's cabin, a set he built, in Pretty Little Liars, Summer School Episode 8. Tabby, who had seen countless horror movies, outsmarted Wes and stabbed him with a pitchfork, pinning him to the wall. One would think that a pitchfork through the chest would kill Wes. However, when Imogen approached his seemingly lifeless body, Wes pulled a scream and suddenly came back to life, screaming at Bailey Madison's character. Imogen knocked Wes out, but the episode was unclear about his fate. It seemed as if Wes would die from his injuries during the Pretty Little Liars, Summer School finale. However, during the Liars' last therapy session with Dr. Sullivan, the therapist mentioned that Wes and Mrs. Langsbury had been arrested. Perhaps Wes made a miraculous recovery and is now sitting behind bars with Bloody Rose, but, hopefully, a potential Season 3 will blatantly confirm his dead or alive status.